I ain't seen not ne'er one. If this was the time for people to act up, meaning Big Tiff, and go crazy, this is the week. Because, child, everything is DNC, Obama's, what's her name, child? What is her name? Child, what is her name? Oh, Lord. Kamala. Sorry. How do I forget that? Kamala and Biden. No, child, who is it? I'm old. Who's talking tonight? Clinton, President Clinton this time, and somebody else. Child, I don't know. Child, by the time we done, they might be up. We could be done before they even get started, child. This is crazy. Not near. There was a reporter there yesterday too, and not near, nothing, nada, no. They said F you, Big Tiff. They said F y'all, Dalton and Thornton Township. They said F y'all, Dalton and Thornton Township. The media said F you. We already know that JB said F you. Kwame turned off his comments. He said F you. We ain't heard hide no hair from Kimity Kim. She said F you. They don't give a damn. Not one damn thing, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll go ahead and try to see what we can find around here, and then we will go back. Again, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to my girl. Oh, there we go. My girl, Almanize with first super chat as always. Thank you, hon. She said, hey, y'all, happy Payday Wednesday. Oh, shout out to Almanize. I know what you're talking about, child. I know what you're talking about. I got to go check it out, child. I done forgot. Shout out to Almanize. It is the 21st. YouTubers shall know. I appreciate you. Shout out to Celine. I appreciate you. She said, OMG, look who showed up on What People Wednesday. One of our favorite snow bunnies who still ain't got a membership. No shade, no shade. Shout out to Celine, child. Shout out to everyone who is here. Oh, was we sipping tonight, y'all? I just came from the gym. All I got is water. All I got is water, y'all. But feel free. Sip on, child. Sip on, child. We got to do that again. Remember that the next time that we have oh my God, y'all, Dalton's meeting is going to be something else. Is that going to be on Labor Day? They can't possibly have a meeting on Labor Day because I believe the first Monday in September is Labor Day. Child, they better push that back to Tuesday, and hopefully I'm still here because, child, if I find a good deal, I'm out of here. I'm just saying, you got to take advantage of these holidays in corporate America, y'all, right? That's one less day you got to take of your own damn time. Stuff it on in there, okay? Tips from Messy to you. So now with everything that we saw yesterday, everything that happened, everything, shout out to all the citizens down there who came out and showed out and did the damn thing and let her know, knowing damn well, first of all, she don't care, child. We already know she don't give a damn. But them walking out, just let the trustees letting her know we not gonna take it. Okay, that's basically what they said. Now, are they late? Absolutely, but I guess better late than never. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it at that, child. We'll see what happens at this next meeting. All right. Shout out to Casey Cap for becoming a member. I appreciate you, hon. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody that donated on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, child. I'm going to need that coffee. Next week, I'm back on it. All right. Next week, I'm back on it. So what's been going on? A lot of infighting on YouTube, honestly. A lot of infighting on YouTube. Now they're celebrating, of course, in the Dalton page on Facebook. But shout out to them. I understand you take your victories where you can get them. But do you think that Big Tiff said, you know what, let me calm down. Let me go ahead and act like I got some sense and just chill the F out? Do you think that's what she did? No. This is her and Lacey outside of the police station. Okay. So I'm assuming that means that he's still acting like he's working there or something. Like what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Sir, do you not have, you have a whole wife. Why don't you go take her on vacation? Child, go take her on a cruise. Child, go to Vegas. Because allegedly, we've deduced that he may have a gambling problem. Allegedly. I don't know. But all that unsecured debt that Lacey has, it means something, child. It means something. Shout out to one wow up in here, up in here. Haven't seen you in a while, child. Shout out to you. Always good to see you. Always good to see you, hon. Appreciate your support. Thank you for always being here. She says, hey, besties, I miss y'all. Miss you too, hon. You and Coonley and Mishu. We haven't forgotten about any of y'all. You're always welcome. You are always welcome with open arms. I appreciate you. Everybody, please make sure you say hello, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is where you at, to Anawa. We got legends around here, y'all. Somehow, some way, I guess Dr. G is kind of a legend. I saw you talking about me being late, okay? I didn't miss that. Where Mama Gemini? Oh! When Mama Gemini come in here, she come in here tonight. Y'all make sure you throw tomatoes at her. Because damn it, when I'm late, she don't give me no slack. Okay, not near none. And we see that Dr. G be taking her place. Anyway, so yeah, they just hanging out outside now. It doesn't look like he's in uniform because it looks like he has jeans on, but it's allegedly that's his allegedly that is his shirt for, I guess, the police department or something. So for some reason, it seems like he can't let it go. Like, sir, do you not have anything else to do with your life? I'm confused. I'm confused. I think you probably need to be talking to a lawyer and keeping in his ear, right? Shout out to Daniel Cunningham. That's what Lacey allegedly be doing when he home by himself. Oh, shout out to Casey Cat. I appreciate you, hon. She says, I've been a member for months, but somehow got unmembered. Now freaking, now YouTube is unmembering people. Pause, no diddy. Child, that sounds crazy, but child.
Look at your neighbor and say he's a meat stretcher. He'll stretch your meat. What? Hallelujah.
I beg your pardon?
Look at your neighbor and say he's a meat stretcher. He'll stretch your meat. Hallelujah.
Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelmed? Have you ever been swallowed up?
So here's someone with video. They were videotaping them. So it's not this is obviously video, not a still shot. And this is from today. So they out there. They out there. Now, I'm not saying that this is intimidation at all. But see, you see that it says the Dalton police sign over there, too. It's like, do you not have anything to do with your life, child? Child, the Citizens is on it. Here's another one. Excuse me. Here's another one. Child, they are on it. They said, we're not playing these games no more. They said, we're not playing these games no more. You think you got an eye on us? They said, we got an eye on your ass, okay? That's 3 daggone different people that had to make sure that they got them on tape or on a picture to say, we see you. So our eyes are out there on Big Tiff for sure, for sure. So shout out to the residents, because like we said last week, you know, this stuff could get to be difficult, I shall call it. All right. And we don't want anyone to get hurt. At the end of the day, regardless of what's going on, we know it's important. We don't want anybody hurt. I don't want anybody hurt. We do not condone violence around here and don't want nothing to happen down there either. So they also got some snapshots from last night, child. Y'all remember every time somebody talks and Big Tiff don't like it, she over here allegedly writing something important, child. She over here doodling. She over here doodling like she's in third damn grade. Somebody's got a better picture of it. If I can find it, I'll show it to you with the whole thing. Remember the lady was speaking, talking about you're so rude and disrespectful. You don't even pay attention when people are speaking, and she's pretending she's doing something. She's just doodling. She's just doodling. Somebody went all the way up there and took a picture. And it's really, we already knew. Shout out to TJ. He said with crayons. Oh shit. Yo, I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. But Remember when Big Tiff was going on, shout out to everybody if you did watch the video I clipped about when Big Tiff was going off, all the things that she does for everyone in the community, and they want to cut it, and they want to cut the budget, and it's not right, and this is what we do, and this is what we do, and this is what we do. Well, you think that they didn't put something up? So today, Thornton Township puts up, do you enjoy cooking? Are you a resident of Thornton Township? Supervisor Tiffany Henyard wants to cook with you. Every month, she will meet with a new resident in the kitchen to trade recipes for some of your favorite dishes. Tune in every fourth Wednesday of the month for some hashtag tasty tips and hashtag home cooking. Want to be a guest on the show? Click the link below. Hashtag foodie, food lovers, food blogger, cooking tips, recipe of the day, easy recipes, meal prep ideas, yummy food, cooking with Tiff, Thornton Township, Chef Life, amazing food, delicious food, food blog, and top tags. That's what she's fighting for. So let's watch this video, child.
To cook with me. Yes, you're a super mayor. You're going to cook all the items in the box, and you're going to be able to showcase your skills here on live at Thornton Township. We have everything to choose from in the box. Each week will be something different, something awesome, and sometimes we'll even do some desserts. But stay tuned because it's going to be really, really epic. Ooh, y'all gonna love this. Cookie with Phil.
Child, we got to save the money for this, y'all. This is what she's talking about. This is what she does for your community, her community. This is what she does for y'all residents, okay? And this was posted today. So she's saying, ain't no monkeys gonna stop my show. Shout out to Gail Tellerico. She says, this is not good. The atmosphere, Tiff and Lacey, is dangerously threatening. That's what I think. I agree with you. And I feel like that's the reason why they're all videotaping, taking pictures so that they can make sure that they're keeping track of everything. And I'm thinking that that's a good thing for sure. Meaning what the residents are doing with taking pictures and video, for sure. But let's watch that again, because this is what Tiff wants to keep the budget for.
Hey guys, you're going to get the opportunity to cook with me. Yes, you're a super mayor. You're going to cook all the items in the box, and you're going to be able to showcase your skills here on live at Thornton Township. We have everything to choose from in the box. Each week will be something different, something awesome, and sometimes we'll even do some desserts. But stay tuned because it's going to be really, really epic. Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. This is new. Child, this is new. Starting August the 28th. Oh, big Tiffany, Tiff.
I love this. Cookie with Tiff.
You gonna love this. Anybody here, do y'all cook with your mayor? Bueller. Does anyone who has a mayor cook with their mayor? Does your mayor pay for the windows? Does your mayor pay for the siding? Does your mayor pay for your grass cutting? Does your mayor pay for your food? Does your mayor give you a ride to the grocery store? Does your mayor pay for your medicine? Child, maybe we all need to go move to Thornton or something, or move to Dalton or something, child, because clearly we doing the wrong damn thing around here, all right? So we wait on the Lansing Journal to come up with their clear video. I'll go do a check once we're done here with this article from them to see if it is up, because they have the best clear video. All right. But they actually did put out an article about what happened. So we're going to go over that. So Thornton Township trustees put lid on Supervisor Tiffany Henyard's event spending. That's a good picture. What's that face for? Chris said he ain't coming upstairs, Big Tiff. So carry your, that's a good picture that they got there. That's too funny. Very good picture. There's our dude, Paul, our man, Paul. I try to get Paul on today, y'all, but they're busy. So we're trying to see if we can get him to come on and speak to what actually happened, boots on the ground. All right. So hopefully we can make that happen in the next day or two. All right. So this was as of 2:23 this afternoon, EST. Thornton Township trustees are putting limits on spending for township events by Supervisor Tiffany Henyard's administration and enacting rules for use of credit cards by township staff. Now, they're probably going to explain this, but I was wrong yesterday when I was saying they were cutting her usage of the credit card. They were giving her a credit card in her name, and she didn't want that because then she could be held accountable, I'm thinking, if she had a credit card in her name. So when I get a corporate credit card, depending on where I work at, and they want to give me one, it does have my name on it and it's tied to me. So anything that happens to it, they're going to come back to me. So that's what she was all upset about, having a credit card in her name. So right now, I guess she just out here saying, let me use your credit card. Let me use your credit card. Let me use your credit card. I'm going to use your card. I'm going to use your card. So anybody that was going along with that, anyone who was going along with that, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That don't even sound right. Anybody out here, can I use y'all's credit card, please? Can you just send me one of your credit cards with your name on it? All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Like what? That don't even sound right. Child, crazy. Thornton Township trustees are putting limits on spending for township events by Supervisor Tiffany Henyard's administration and enacting rules for use of credit cards by township staff. The actions came during a township board meeting Tuesday that actually started out as 2 meetings, both held in the township South Highland offices, but in different rooms on different floors. An ordinance regulating spending for township-sponsored events gives township department chiefs a spending cap of $1,000 per week or $10,000 a month. I'm sorry, y'all, that still sounds half damn crazy. That still sounds like a lot of damn money. What the hell do these people need? This says department chiefs, a spending cap of $1,000 per week or $10,000. That don't even equate to the same thing. $1,000 a week is approximately $4,000 a month, but then it says or $10,000 a month. Does that sound right? That sounds crazy. And requires the board to sign off on event budgets before money is committed or spent. No, okay, they finally put that into place. That's long overdue, y'all. Long overdue. We got to talk about what Trina Downs said too. Shout out to Trina Downs. We got to go back to what she said and speak to that as well. Because it's really like, what took this so long? Like, what took this so long? Seriously, if this was your job, does anyone think that far out? You know what I mean? A second ordinance is intended to regulate use of credit cards by township staff. Details of the ordinance were not immediately available. Township meetings are typically held on the second floor of the township building in South Howland, and there were people seated there along with trustee Darlene Gray Everett and clerk Loretta Wells. Yeah, we got to talk about her too, okay? Meaning trustee Darlene Gray Everett. If somebody votes her back in, I'm telling you, I will sit here and laugh every single time something gets messed up if they vote that woman back in. People attending the meeting, however, were shunted to a large room in the building's basement where large video monitors showed a live feed from the boardroom as well as a live feed from the room downstairs. 3 trustees who are at odds with Henyard, Carmen Carlisle, Chris Gonzalez, and Gerald Jerry Jones, sat at long tables in the downstairs overflow room. At one point, Henyard came downstairs and spoke briefly with Jones and Gonzalez before leaving as people repeatedly chanted, meeting downstairs. Let me shout out Municipality. Keep in mind, up until 2 months ago, Gonzalez was the lone opposing voice. I give Chris Gonzalez no play at all, because this is technically, and whoever seconded him, his fault, technically. Because they didn't want the residents to choose their supervisor. And I'd be trying to say, residents, why is that? Residents, why is that? Why is it that Chris Gonzalez didn't want y'all to choose your own damn supervisor? He don't get no play from me, but he's doing the right thing now. He's only doing the right thing now. So was he supposed to get something out of it? Now the rumor is he was supposed to get something out of it. But what he got was turned on, basically. I'm just saying. Shout out to everybody who is here. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. There was something of a standoff, and a few moments later, Carlisle explained to those waiting that because they needed the clerk to call the roll on votes and record the meeting, they couldn't begin despite having enough trustees for a quorum. That's what was going on. Okay. Cheesity cheese with the passer in the back, the fake passer in the back, child. Why is he here if he works over there in Dalton? See, all this commingling, y'all. As roughly 160 people, waited downstairs, the other board members were seated upstairs, and Henyard could be seen on the video feed with her back turned and conversing with the board's attorney. The meeting, scheduled to begin at 6 p.m., didn't get underway until just before 7 after Henyard, Wells, and Gray Everett joined the 3 trustees downstairs. The board's vote to set caps on event spending drew harsh remarks from Henyard, who said trustees were trying to do away with popular township events such as bingo, Black History Month observances, and food giveaways. How dare they give up on bingo, child? You would think that, is bingo bringing in all this money? And maybe that's what it is. Does anybody know? Anybody from the township here? Maybe bingo brings in a massive amount of money. I could be wrong. Gonzalez said the ordinance is in no way looking to eliminate these things, but establish financial oversight. We're not looking to necessarily cut things out, he said. Here's all our people, child, all the familiars, all the regulars, and some new people last night. Shout out to the new people who came out. You know, maybe she did, but even after what happened last night, she said F it and posted that mess today, okay? Departments would have to file detailed plans. Oh, no, don't nobody know about no damn detailed plans. Departments would have to file detailed plans with the board, including costs for event planning, venue rental, equipment, and prizes and awards according to the ordinance. The township's finance department will be required to conduct regular audits of event-related expenses, and departments would need to file monthly reports detailing spending according to the ordinance. Doesn't Robert Hunt come over here and do the finances here too? Can someone confirm that? I feel like I've seen him here before. So how the hell you gonna be the finance person over here and the finance person over there? So there's no one else that needs a job in the damn township? I agree with you, Medic. Very easy way to launder money. You out here spending money on prizes and giving it away. In it comes, out it goes. In it comes, out it goes. Agree. While you sifting off the top. Allegedly. Municipality, absolutely. Somebody said that recently. Maybe it was Trina Downs. They all got to go. I agree. Hashtag they all got to go. I'm sorry. Listen. They all got to go, child. But what the hell do I know? Anyway, the ordinance approved a 3-2 vote with Henyard and Gray Everett voting no. So they passed the thing about curbing the spending and submitting a detailed plan. So who thinks that Big Tiff is going to do that? Like I just said, she just sat up here and put a commercial out for her new cooking show starting next week. So did you think she put a detailed plan in since last night? Child, this is crazy. In setting rules for use of credit cards, Gonzalez said, we need to put some safeguards in place to regulate what's spent on credit cards. Henyard said Gonzalez and other trustees should have consulted with department heads. Imagine that. Who are all these department heads too? I feel like there's like 2 people, and it's like always the same 2 people for this as well. The ordinance includes the supervisor as card holder, and Henyard insisted she wanted no part of that and demanded trustees remove her from the ordinance. A motion made by her to do that was supported by just her and Gray Everett. Child. Gray Everett, the woman who every time they asked her to go vote, she said, well, I'm voting for her, basically. I don't even gotta live there, child. I do not want a credit card, Henyard said. I do not deal with money. Girl. She said each department head has a card and they are accountable for their spending. Trustees held off taking action on a budget and appropriation ordinance for the township. I can read. Let me start again. Trustees held off taking action on a budget and appropriation ordinance for the township, but did not give a clue as to when it might be reconsidered. So my question still would be, which I don't think that they thought of, how is it that if Tiffany didn't have a credit card, how the hell was she spending all this money that you're now saying that she needs to have a credit card? You need to be putting something in writing that says that if you are allowing someone else to use your credit card with your name on it, then you are held liable, and fire those people. You know what I'm saying? You whoever the department heads are, if they can trace back whoever was allowing her to use their card, they need to go too. This goes deep. They need to be thinking, right? This shit goes deep. If someone was ahead, pause, no diddy, and they were allowing her to use the card, or they were just out here doing whatever for her, and they was out here spending like crazy for her, but she didn't. That's probably why she said that statement. Remember that time she said, I got nothing to do with credit cards. I don't have anything to do with credit cards. So technically she was right, because they out there allegedly buying it for her. Child, this is half damn crazy. This is too much. Happy birthday to Goon. I see you, hon. Happy birthday to you if it's your birthday. Shout out to Goon. Happy birthday to you, hon. Everyone tell Goon happy birthday. We appreciate you. We celebrate birthdays around her. Okay. Carlisle said she and other trustees needed more time to review and make revisions to the budget. Gonzalez said this budget is a little bloated. Hinyard criticized trustees for not taking action on the spending plan, saying a tentative budget had been available for trustees' review since April. They still don't have an idea of what they want to do or what they want to change, she said. Hinyard insisted the trustees needed to set a date for when a budget might be considered. You'll be notified, Gonzalez said. I like that. I like that. You still don't get a pass, Gonzalez, but I like that. You'll be notified, Big Tiff. A motion to table action was approved on a 3-2 vote with Hinyard and Gray Everett opposed. So, Township people, because I know you here, y'all better not vote Gray Everett back up in that bitch. You better not vote Gray Everett back up in that piece, okay? She walking around here with a damn mask on. Girl, ain't nobody talking to you. She moving chairs in the middle of the damn meeting. She late. She leave early. What kind of mess? What kind of mess? Y'all, can they get rid of her? I guess they can. So here is the closer up of, if you can see it, Big Tiff and what she was drawing. A big page of nothing. A big page of nothing. She not looking very happy right there. Big Tiff, what's the problem, child? What's the problem? That shouldn't be an issue at all. You know what? What I just read to you was from the Chicago Tribune, child. The Lansing Journal got a whole other article, child. We got to go over that one because the news media is not talking about this, okay? Dr. G, you're fired. You are fired. Shout out to Dawnette up in here. I see you. I appreciate you. Here on What People Wednesday, we got another snow bunny, y'all. Y'all don't tell Dr. Umar. We're going to get in trouble, okay? Shout out to everybody who is here. All right, so let's go over the Lansing Journal, child, because, let me see if they put anything up. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Their video, because they have the clear video. 1 second. Let's see. Journal. They take their time and put stuff together. And then they be putting notes in there and everything. Nope, they haven't done it yet. All right, so we're going to have to look at somebody else's. Anyway. All right, so, over 100 residents This is their viewpoint. They said Thornton Township meeting summary results minus the shenanigans. They throwing the shade, child. Throwing the shade, okay? The posted agenda for the August 20th regular meeting of the Thornton Township Board listed the start time as 6 p.m. Supervisor Tiffany Hinyard sent an email to Thornton Township residents to say the meeting was at 5:30. You remember that? We went over that too. She sent out an email to her people, which shows and proves that I was right again. Basically, she got the hand of the people to say, I need to talk to you. You need to see me. And they came out. And they came out for their girl. And those were the people that they allowed to come in, or Big Tiff did, and sit upstairs where the room only seats about, I feel like 5 people, while everybody else was downstairs, which is how this standoff started. So she basically, it still wouldn't have been enough room. They should always have that damn meeting downstairs if there's going to be a lot of people. But that's just crazy talk. So they said the meeting started at around 7, lasted until 9, and the Lansing Journal plans to share more detailed information and video later. This article is a summary of motions voted on and actions taken. So the 2024-2025 budget for Thornton Township General Assistance and General Fund. Carlisle made the motion to table the approval of the budgets, which is what we just talked about, because they need to make sure that they cut the fat, basically. And then they also noted that Chris Gonzalez said you'll be notified when it's ready for review, talking to Big Tiff. Of course, the motion, when she said call to roll, was 3-2, with 2 being Hinyard and Gray Everett. So they got voted down. Approval of the bills. Trustee Carlisle read a list of general fund bills she felt should not be approved without further documentation. So in other words, a damn receipt. The motion to approve bills was amended to exclude those listed. So they got off what they thought needed to come off. The amended motions passed 3-2, Gonzalez, Carlisle, and Jones voting yes, and Gray, Everett, and Hinyard voting no. Approval of the General Assistance Fund bills and approval of the Road and Bridge Fund bills. Okay. Ordinance to regulate event expenditures, which we just talked about. So Big Tiff can't be out here wilding. You need to provide receipts and you need to get approval before you go and book Kiki and Jay Holiday, basically. The purpose of this ordinance is to regulate the budgeting and the expenditure process for events organized by Thornton Township, ensuring proper oversight. After further arguing by Hinyard, the roll was called and the motion passed. They said, call the roll. And they said, Ordinance to establish a retail credit card net 30 policy for Thornton Township. We need to put some safeguards in place to regulate what's spent on the credit cards. It's imperative we get this passed tonight. Hinyard tried to make a motion to amend the ordinance. That motion failed. The original ordinance was eventually approved 3-2. Now remember that not too long ago, ladies and gentlemen, that Jones, Carlisle, Everett, and Big Tiff were all voting together. 4-1. Chris Gonzalez being the one. Chris Gonzalez being the lone one. He still gets no credit. But I just beg everyone to remember that not so long ago, because we've been here a while, Jones and Carlisle were going right along with the get along. I'm just saying. Crazy. It's crazy. Retaining Lanenbader, Dafada, and Sansanetti, LLC to represent the township and township officials. Carlisle asked if there's a conflict of interest in retaining this law firm to represent the township, as it's the same firm as also representing Hinyard in a personal case. Attorney Eric Statch said, oh, that dude's name is Eric Statch? The dude that be up there asleep? His name is Eric Statch. Said he was not able to answer the... What is he here for? I bet you the lead attorney could answer the daggone questions, and he ain't even out there like this dude.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
He could have came through and just said that and had more to offer than Eric Statch. He was not able to answer the conflict of interest question without further research. Gonzalez made a motion to table the motion to approve. The discussion was long and the votes were difficult to hear, but the motion to table passed. The remaining hour of the meeting included a lengthy supervisor report and a series of public comments. The meeting adjourned at 8:55 p.m. Child, shout out to the Lansing Journal, child. Child, I can't take it. These people crazy. These people, good luck to these people. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. Let's just get back to it, child. We're not gonna sit here through all this waiting, the hour of waiting. Shout out to the Critical Smoker. This is his video. But this lady talking back here. Is that Stephanie right here? Did we bring her up and she showed up? Because I feel like we don't see her as much as we used to.
Not here because she's up there. I'm not thrilled about the process.
All right, I can't hear her, this lady. But you remember that she was talking to that reporter right here? How come she didn't put a show up either? That one reporter who was here didn't put anything up. And Regina Walthram, I forget her last name, that's always here. She wasn't here, child. Them people said, F y'all, I got to be at the DNC because the Obamas is coming. I'm just saying, you see where you are on the priority list. That's all I'm saying. You see where you are on the priority list. Oh, Heavy D's bigger, younger brother was upstairs. Look at that. Oh, Dots was up there too. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. This Robert Hunt too, I believe, right here. Child, I tell you, these people, this is too much. Hold on. Call her out.
So if you just want to make a motion to table something, just make a motion.
Look at this. Look at this. This biatch. Hey, oppressor. Good to see you again, boo. Yo, who are these two people sitting next to Chris Gonzalez? Who are those people? He's just up there. Shout out to Miss Bradshaw. She said they only like the drama in Dalton. Regina Waldrop, thank you. This is her. And Dane Placco, exactly. Child, not even our other friend from WGN was up there. They said, we don't give a damn. We going over here where the real excitement is. We got to get in here and see the Obamas. We'll see y'all next month.
I'll say what y'all need to. Just
look at her. She about to move. Childish. So now the white man got to get up. That's racist. That's racist. What white man got to get up? That's racism right there. I'll say it. Racist. Fake Mike's about to come out. Child.
Stuff, upend stuff, and actually give them a budget to look at and review so that now we will all get to discuss what you would like to change if you feel something is bloated, but you never gave an opinion of anything being wrong or if you want to adjust. So all this grandstanding, I'm just sick of it. I just want them to actually produce something and actually put it before us so we can actually talk as a board and amend as a board. But just saying things just because we advertise still changed since April is not cool. So you guys have your wish as it relates to tabling it. When are you going to produce it again? Because tabling it to when? We start kicking can down the road. When are we going to discuss this? What's the date? Y'all tabling it to when? How y'all don't know when y'all want to take it? Why we?
Who got mail?
Don't know nothing. What do we got, guys? What do we have? What day do y'all want to table this agenda to? What this budget? What's the dates? We're not gonna do that. We did that since April. You haven't gave us anything. So what's the dates? Okay, guys, well, we just told y'all gotta keep it down.
All right, so that's where he said it, but of course we couldn't hear it because of course these damn microphones don't work. Everybody that's sitting up here mad in the comments talking about why can't I hear anything, take it up with them. They the ones that should have the damn mic. You got a freaking live stream person following a live streamer in a place on Wi-Fi with microphones that don't work. Don't come for me, child. Don't come for me.
All right, then motion and second, any discussion? First, I would like to say, I just think you guys are wrong for not paying the staff. I think last board meeting, you guys said that you agreed to pay the staff.
Okay, well, can we pause right here about paying the staff, okay? Because let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on down here. If you sign on for a job and you're supposed to get paid every 2 weeks and you're supposed to get paid every month, I don't know what she's talking about the staff. I'm thinking she talking about the people that do the odds and ends. That's not staff, Big Tiff. Let's use the right words. That's your contracted persons. And I thought you're supposed to also do a request for a proposal and then people vote on which one that they go with. She talking about the staff. Because ain't no way that none of y'all are going to go to work and then see if you're going to get paid based off of what the board is going to say. Ain't no way. Yeah, that's it. The vendors. Shout out to Decline Management. Vendors. Exactly. She talking about the staff. People out here, people will hear that and not think it through. Because every time they say that, I'm like, wait a minute, the staff? Who the hell is working and not knowing if they're going to get paid on payroll? And who works for the government and waits for the board to determine whether they get paid or not? She not using the right words. And then people out there might not think it through, saying that don't make no sense. And they think people just out here not getting paid. I'm telling you, that's what enough people think. Enough people think that there's people that go into that building every day, Monday through Friday. And then when these meetings come up, they think they're not getting paid, when it's really just the cameraman and that videographer that follows her around and probably her stylist and all that other stuff. She out here just using the wrong word, confusing the elderly. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Jerry Jones motioned it. You guys agreed. So for you to take it out of the list again, how do we pay the staff? Some of those invoices that you just called and named are actual employees here at Thornton Township. So why are you not paying staff?
I had a question.
Girl, that thing don't work. Get some batteries. You don't see Big Tiff offering her mic. You don't see Big Tiff offering her mic at all.
So I know there are some employees that are on payroll, but there are also submitted contractor invoices. So I just wanted a little more clarity on that. What is the separation of the work? What are they producing? So I think there are a lot of questions.
So in other words, she's asking, what the hell are we paying you for? You can't just put down Missy Michonne and pay her $500. What specifically did she do? We need more information.
The one employee that we didn't take out, they again.
Cute sneakers, girl. Not Tiffany.
So for the record, you guys come in and meet with the clerk as related to invoices. So if you really had questions, that was your time to ask any questions and get your answers and your responses. As relates to employees do work for our location, and you guys should.
Employees for our locations.
What you call and you ask the questions before we get here. Now,
Yeah, they need to call that stuff out too. They really do. So people can really know what the hell it is that's really going on.
now, you should still make sure you always keep the employees because they done a job and they should get paid for the job they have completed. So my advice to everybody would be to put the employees back in there.
My advice would be, if you still out there going ahead and doing work first, knowing damn well that this is going on, then you a fool and you deserve what you get. Including that dude that had to run off at the mouth at the end, child. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Get a new job, sir. Move to Chicago. There's a lot going on in Chicago right now. I'm sure they'll pay you well.
The motion and second, any discussion? All right, any discussion? Okay, so This is an ordinance that the Board of Trustees put together. Obviously, they don't ever want to tell y'all what they're doing. This is the one where they wanted to remove certain things that we do here at Thornton Township. One thing is big bingo. I'm gonna read you the item.
Oh yeah, y'all. This is the good part, child. This is the unhinged Big Tiff. Don't cut off her what she doing for the residents that's gonna vote for her, child.
When I became your supervisor, it's basically all the things that I have out to Thornton Township that they want to include. So this is what I mean when I tell you that the board are targeting things that the supervisor does here at Thornton Township. Yet, before I got here, wasn't nothing going on. The numbers was 20% people knew about Thornton Township. When I came, now over 80% of our township knows that we exist and now is benefiting from all the services here at Thornton Township.
So in other words, she put Dalton on the map.
That means light, gas, water, rent, mortgage, every single thing.
Who moving to Dalton? They paying the rent and the mortgage. Everybody on TikTok that's complaining about the rent is high, the eggs is high, and the milk is high should be going to damn Thornton Township and Dalton and all the rest of the municipalities, child, and get on down there and get your shit taken care of. Cause Tiff got it. That would be my suggestion instead of getting on TikTok and complaining. She got you. Rent, mortgage, eggs, milk, all of it. Probably your vacations, honestly.
Here, we help you. We even help you bury your loved one. So I just wanted
Child, then if you die, Big Tiff gonna help you get buried.
you to know all the things that we do. If y'all can keep it down so I can finish, please, thank you. This is the thing that they put in this ordinance that they were like, halted, and we sent something out regardless. Just to show you how petty they are, because Trustee Carmen put this in here. They put big bingo, any holiday bingo. This bingo is.
Wait, how many things of bingo do they have? Big bingo, holiday bingo, bingo. Child, I thought it was all played the same. B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. Child, she act like. Child. Oh, shit. Come on. You need to do better, Michonne. Sorry, y'all.
What Thornton Township represents, all the things that we do have for you residents, and all of our surpluses, something that the fake news does not tell you. We actually have surpluses in all our accounts here in Thornton Township, but no one wants to do the research to know where.
Big Tiff, all you got to do is produce the documentation. That's not something we would research. All you got to do is go into your system of record and say, produce the report for the month, all of the credits and debits and what we spent and the receipts. And that's it. That's all. And then if you want to present it to the public, then you just do. She tries to make it seem like because no one does research on their finances, that's everybody else's problem. Girl.
To find information. So please come out. And that is tomorrow. That way you can learn what goes on. And we teach you about your taxes, your tax levy, who increased your taxes, where to find it at,
I guess these people increased the taxes too. So, okay. So, Tiff, if you pay everything else, just pay the damn taxes too, child. She probably gonna do that.
For you. And where to get the information from is actually really, really cool. But people kind of want that information. And what I've learned is when you got something that's an educational tool, people don't show up in a masses like this. People come for the mess, but they won't come to get educated on things they should know or would like to know that's going on in their own back.
Now, listen, I'm going to have to give her props for that. That's true. Not election day bingo. Shout out to Miss Election day bingo. You want to ride. You want to ride. They're going to have bingo right at the polling places. You might win a refrigerator, child. But let me go ahead and give Big Tiff credit. She is absolutely right about the fact that people will come out for the mess for show, but they won't come out for things that matter for their own good, to research what matters to them, to research what's going on with you, your town, your mayor, your alderman, your councilman. Go to the meetings when everything is fine. At least follow up with it. Look online to look into it. Come on now. We know that's true. Not even just for Thornton and Dalton. This is like, we know it's true. People do not know what's going on. They wait until the migrants invade the city. Then all of a sudden they want to know what's going on. Or the taxes go up. Then all of a sudden they want to know what's going on. It's crazy. It's a fact. She's absolutely right about that. But y'all, we definitely here for the mess. Us over here.
backyard. So some things that we do have currently right now, you can come out tomorrow and hear for yourself, see for yourself, and get the evidence and walk away with it in your hands. So that's one big thing. Another thing they wanted to take away, Black History Month program. Who wants to stop a Black History program? St. Patrick's Day events, Mother Day events, community bike rides. These all community engagement events that we do here at Thornton Township, which
Big Tiff, do you do anything that has to do with fixing the issue with the firefighters? I ain't heard that. When are you going to do something about what's going on over there with the firefighters? Why is it that you never mentioned that, Big Tiff? What are you going to do with regard to all of the lawsuits, Big Tiff? Instead of St. Patrick's Day and Black History Month, I'm thinking on the priority list, the firefighters and the daggone lawsuits probably take precedence. Maybe you should be spending that money elsewhere or saving it for if they win their lawsuit and it got to be paid out. I mean, maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me.
have really been going really well throughout the summer. Movie night, Halloween events, Thanksgiving events.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, yeah, F them firemen. We got to get Halloween popping, child.
Christmas events, Veterans Day events, New Year's.
Wait, is everybody allowed to say Christmas? Because, child, I thought you had to say holiday, child.
Events, Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration. That's really dope. We do that here in the lower level,
really dope.
And a lot of people seeing that. Valentine's Day events, Women's History Day events, Sunday dinners events, karaoke night, Showtime at the Apollo. That's really creative.
She's talking this to the people that she summoned to be there at 5:30 because I guess she thought they was going to be in an uproar. Like, what did she really think? That what was the old people was going to scream and yell, and then the trustees was going to say, okay, you get to keep it. All right, not a problem. Just no thought behind anything. Tiffany in all this time has not thought, all right, well, maybe I should calm the F down. I got a problem over here. I got a problem over there. Maybe, just maybe it's me. Your people around you are falling like dominoes, people getting arrested, people getting called in, people getting subpoenaed, and you still want to do what you want to do. I can't take it, child. The delusion is real. But make sure y'all vote for Kamala, because she black, you black. Shout out to everybody that's colored up in here. You have to vote for Kamala, because she black. Shout out to Casey Cat. Thank you so much, for another 5. She said, these folks who got their rent, mortgages, and utilities paid repeatedly need to worry. Facts. They could be held responsible for that money. Remember when the windows and the siding people didn't get paid and they was putting liens on their property? Now, I don't know how that ended up, but then it was like, what happened? What happened is ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing free. You can listen to Big Tiff all you want to. You end up on the outside of your damn house.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Child, you can't make it up. Shout out to TQS. Thank you, honey. Said, Michonne, next Mayor Dalton. Here's my donation. I should go for a meeting. Child, I'll go down there and then they'll cancel the shit. Shout out to Philip Sadiq. I appreciate you, honey. Say get him. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to D Love from the South Side. She said firemen or Dalton, not Thornton Township. Correct. I apologize. I was wrong. She's still got more important things to be worrying about than Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day for sure. Shout out to you, honey. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone who is here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
The kids come out. It's just like how Steve Harvey was Showtime at the Apollo. It was really.
Oh yeah, girl. We like Showtime at the Apollo, child. We like Showtime at the Apollo, child. You did a good job, girl. You doing a good job, girl. You doing a good job.
It's interesting to see the kids actually have a lot of talent here in Thornton Township. Etiquette classes, after school events. The Take the Boy we just did the other day. That was actually. A ton of people showed up throughout the rain. I loved it. Even though it rained, they still came out. Their babies was out there. They were jumping up and down. It was a lot of fun. So I just want.
Oh, the babies was out there. They was jumping up and down. It was a lot of fun. So just let me spend all the money I want to, because the babies was having a lot of fun. And shout out to Eternity. I agree. I am pretty sure that she got a PPP loan, child. Wait till that comes out. Allegedly. But how the hell they do all the rest of this other stuff and we don't think that someone down here didn't take out a PPP? Oh, I can't wait for that information to come out, child.
I wanted to point out the things that we actually do here at Thornton Township, because before I came, Take the Foot always went on like clockwork every single year. Brenda took the Union Picnic, comedy show, scholarship banquet. That's something that I created when we came. You gave your kids, your loved ones.
Do you hear her saying something that I did, and I did it for the babies, and I did this for the babies? He said, blah, 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 blah. Like, ma'am, you don't even give credit to anyone else. It's all you. You a one-man band around this piece, right? TQS said, don't hit me with the Price is Wrong button. I'm bribing everyone I know to get you. I don't want it, because I end up like Joe Biden. Ain't nobody got time for that, child. I was listening to Joe on his speech, y'all, side note. And he sounded halfway decent. I said, nigga, what was going on at that daggone debate? Child, you done lost this daggone or got kicked out for nothing. I think he really did have COVID then and didn't realize it. And then it got worse. And then now he's better and now he's normal. But it's too late now.
Over 80 scholarships, up to $2,500, $2,000, I believe. That was dope. They're looking for that same thing coming up. We're working on giving your babies scholarships again. So if you're watching this and you're interested, make sure you basically check our website so you too can benefit from the scholarship. All they had to do was make a video this time around. Last time they had to write an essay, but they was able to help pay with their room and board, their books, things of that nature. So we really helped a lot of people. That's something Thornton Township never done. Scholarships. The youth summit, that was bringing people together, because I'm real big on teaching and making sure people understand what mental health is and where to get it from, where to get resources from, and how to identify it.
Yo, that's about where we came in, y'all. Remember when remember there was a referendum on the table? I don't know if it was the Township or Dalton. And she had on there, she needed a mental health facility or something like that. And they shut that shit down and she was pissed. I can't take it. She gonna sit up here talk about mental health. Child, you driving everybody mentally insane. Shout out to D-Love. She says, I believe, but someone can correct me, but those two young ladies at the end of the table are in. Can somebody else down there take these two young ladies off their hands and let them intern somewhere else, please? Because, child, I hope they don't get corrupted. I don't know if that's who they are. I'm going to just go ahead and trust you, child. But, woo! Don't let them be interned by none of these people. Sorry, y'all. Not none of them. Where the dude with the boom boom room? Where Larry at? Child, take them over there before they allow these people to intern them. Because
in the Black and brown communities, we don't know what it is as it relates to our kids and our loved ones that suffer from it, and they don't know where to go to get the help. So Thornton Township help. So
basically, she told you Negroes down there that you don't be knowing what's going on with your own damn kids, but she does, and she's the one that's there to help. So you best not allow them to take this daggone funding away, because she knows what's best for y'all.
Toy drive, that's really big here at Thornton. I know when I came here, we allow kids to pick their toys up. All you have to do is walk a line and basically pick up whatever you want, like Toys R Us. So people got to pick what dolls they wanted, what games they wanted, compared to before they would wrap the gifts up and put it in a bag, and then people run wrapping and they don't know what they got or something they don't like. So these are all great things that got implemented under the supervisor here, Tiffany Hilliard. The other thing we do is tree lighting. Tree lighting is really big. We still do that here outside.
Tree lights, of course. Of course. We need some tree lights, y'all. That's the priority right now. FBI in town, people with bankruptcy fraud, people getting subpoenaed, suspended all over, all within the township. But Toys R Us and stuff like that is important, child.
Front, and we allow every single community to come out. Guys, please, if you don't want to hear it, there's the door. But you have to listen. Some people in here that wants to hear what I'm saying.
I thought she said she wanted some respect at this meeting. That didn't sound very respectful to me.
So please let me get it finished. So tree light, we do that every single year as well, right outside here. And then the festivity is right here at the lower level. People come, they bring their loved ones and play with them. They make Christmas trees, and then every single city gets to come and decorate their actual tree. So that's us bridging the gap and bringing unity amongst our community. So that's really epic. Food giveaways, again, I don't know why they got that on here. That's my department, meaning GA. That's something that the Board of Trustees cannot control, but they put it on here anyway. All food giveaways that we have it for you residents. If you don't have food, you need food delivered to your house, all you gotta do is call, sign up, and we'll bring it and drop it out. If you want to go to the pantry every single Wednesday, you can stop there and get food from the actual food pantry. And it's fresh produce as well as bread. But I just want you to know that's there. Something new that we just did is cooking with Tiff. Cooking with Tiff, meaning your supervisor. So what we do is we allow people to come in.
Cooking with Tiff, child, send me some money for the plane ticket. I'm coming. Just send me money for the plane ticket, child. You take care of everything else. Pay for my ticket. I'm coming down there for the first, what is it called? Cooking with Tiff, child. That's what I need.
And cook with your supervisor, and you get to show the world your recipe that your grandma, your uncle, your cousin have taught you, and you get to make that here in Thornton Township. And it has been really helpful. It airs tomorrow, and on Friday you can pick up those same items that we showed you on Wednesday outside here on Friday. So we have a fresh ground beef. We have everything in the box to make meatloaf or hamburgers or cheeseburgers. So the reason for that is just to
meatloaf, hamburgers, and cheeseburgers. Oh shit, that's what y'all need to go and have this event for, so you can learn how to make hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and meat damn loaf, child. Y'all, please just holla at me. I'll give you the recipe. It is not this serious, Big Tiff. This is crazy, child.
Showcase the talents throughout Thornton Township. Anybody can sign up to cook with me. And anybody can sign up to share their recipe, to show somebody else how you cook your item at home. What else we got? We got house music fast. We got workout sessions. Real big on workout because life is short. Make sure you get your steps in every day. Please come and work out with us. We do that. We have.
Oh, they got working out. Come and get your steps, child. Come and get your steps. 10,000 a day, child. 10,000 steps a day. Shout out to Medic. Thank you so much, honey. He says you better get there. I'm on my way. I am on my way. I'm going to go there so I can learn how to make meatloaf, cheeseburgers, and hamburgers because that's a necessity. Whoo, Lord, help your people.
President's Day events. So these are all the great events that.
Girl, who the president? She might know that.
We do here for Township. They added in ordinance form, and that's the reason why we're trying to educate people to come to speak up for the things that you really enjoy here at Thornton. Because there's a lot of great things that we put in place, and there's a lot of great people that comes here and benefit from all of the wonderful activities that we do. And I always try to encourage residents, if it's something that you want us to add or or change, let us know, because we are open always to your opinion, your suggestions here at Thornton Township, and that's how we're able to get our numbers up by 80% because we listen to the people. The people came in, gave an opinion of what they thought it should be. We implemented it. If it worked, it stayed. If it did not, we let it go. So I just wanted to read this ordinance off of the things that they was targeting as relates to things we have created
As it relates
residents in Thornton Township. So there was a motion and
Well, if I
second.
may, we're still under discussion. Obviously, this ordinance is in no way looking to eliminate these things. However, the purpose of the ordinance, I'll just read it. The purpose of this ordinance is to regulate the budgeting and expenditure processes for events organized by Thornton Township, ensuring proper oversight, approval, and adherence to set financial limits. Now, you can't, or the administration can adhere to some financial limits. We're not looking to necessarily cut stuff out. However, if you're going to make a decision to do things that benefit the administration rather than help the people, that's your decision. We're not saying that, for the record.
Trustee, that is not true. You guys that is not true. You guys have been targeting the events and all the things from the last couple of months. The last board meeting about 2 months ago, you guys didn't even vote to pay anybody or any service. So stop it. You then put together this ordinance to say you want to stop the monthly events that we do every single month. So when you're gonna read it in its entirety so people understand. I'll take one sentence out, because if you go and you break it down, you will see exactly what the board of trustees are trying to do. Because if they wanted events to continue, for instance, we had the Taste of Thornton. Why didn't you guys approve any of the things for Taste of Thornton? We had a book bag giveaway. Why didn't you guys approve anything for the book bag giveaway? But we have to still keep going here at Thornton Township so they can.
Yo, you gotta still keep going. Tomatoes to Mama Gemini, because she late. She on Tiffany late time. This Tiff time that Mama Gemini is on today. Where they do that at? An hour and a half. Straight CPT time, child.
You can try to make it sound good all you want, but that is not what they're trying to do. Because if they don't approve it, then how do we give it out to you, residents? And let's back up. Why do you think I keep asking for a budget? You move within a budget. Ain't no keep going back to the board for every single thing. Just like y'all did in the previous administration when Frank was here.
Oh, so in other words, but white people do it too. But white people do it too.
You have a budget for every single thing. So every single thing you have a budget for is what you are allowed to spend within your budget. But you guys won't even approve a budget.
Child, is this Tiffany Henyard posing as Mama Gemini? She was feeding deer. Oh, that's funny. I don't not believe you, but I just feel like that's so funny because that's just what normal people do, just be around feeding deer. That sounds like something Big Tiff would say, though. Shout out to Mama Gemini. You know we just playing with you, child.
So how do you operate if you don't have a budget to produce these things for the residents of Thornton Township? All right, so the motion in a second, you can call the roll, please. I'm not for this, just on the record, and I think you guys should amend this.
Trustee Gonzalez, Trustee Jones, Trustee Gray Everett, Supervisor Henry.
No.
Motion passed.
All right, so now the next thing on the agenda is there a motion to approve an amended ordinance 24-006 to establish a retail credit card net 30 policy for Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois. Is there a motion? Is there a second? All right, there's been a motion second. Any discussion? Why y'all ain't never got nothing to say? Y'all don't want to make the ordinance. Y'all want to educate the people on what y'all want to do, what y'all trying to do. Anything?
I'm trying to understand. If I put damn agenda together, what I got to explain for? I ain't got no questions. I put the shit together. Ain't nobody want to explain, girl. You know you just want to run off at the mouth, child.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Right, yeah, this is what I mean. I can read the sentence again, but I mean, just overall, we're just, we need to put some safeguards in place to regulate what's spent on the credit cards. I mean, that's. Now, it was discussed last time that there may be some back and forth. We're open to that.
Can I just say, I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I just say that this is the same room that Chris nominated her in? How apropos.
It's imperative that we get this passed. If you want to come forward with some amendments or to make some changes, we can do that. But it's imperative we get this passed tonight.
All right. So for the record, you guys know that I'm telling you how you guys structure this. I said that that's the prior meeting, that's why it did not pass. You guys did call the vote and it died because you guys are just writing things and didn't ask anybody their opinion. As it relates to laws, us as the board is supposed to discuss it, come up with a plan and execute it. You guys have not included the body in its entirety.
I wonder if she ever had any discussions with them so that they could all make a plan when she was running roughshod. Anyone think that she was discussing anything with anyone? Bueller. She was only discussing it with Carmen and Jerry and Darlene Everett, who ain't even here, child. Somebody need to see if she got a hearing problem and a comprehension problem. I'm sure she wasn't doing all this discussion she talking about now. Interesting how that worked.
Nor did you include the staff. They are the ones that do the spending. They are the ones that do the operation as relates to the day-to-day. You guys put things in there like $1,000. Each of their departments spend more than $1,000 on lunches for the seniors, on youth and family programs.
They spend more than $1,000 for lunches for the seniors. For whatever she just said for the kids. Child, you can't. If anybody, you know anybody that can't afford where they live, please tell them to go move to Dalton. It might be cheap down there. The taxes is high, but the homes might be cheap.
We told y'all this at the last meeting, and we're telling you this again. I am not for how you guys drew this ordinance up. And I'm not for having a credit card. You guys wrote my name here. Do not add my name in something that I do not agree with. So for those that don't know and ain't read this, they added my name to get a card. I do not want a credit card. I do not deal with money. I don't do anything as a check. So please do not add my name in something that I did not even agree to, trustee. So you should amend that. I don't even know why y'all made an amendment and added me in this. So please remove supervisor from this ordinance. And I think you guys should replace it, as we told you before, with a manager. I told y'all that because the managers are the ones that buy for their departments. So I don't work here every day as it relates to in no one's department. So I wouldn't know if they needed some food for a senior. All they would do is go buy what they need for their department. Once again, it's the purpose of a budget. If you have a budget, you telling them what they can spend within their department. And all of them produce receipts. Every single department does. People that didn't produce receipts no longer work for the township. So let's be crystal clear about that. But please remove my name from this because I'm not for this. Whoever made this amendment, and I was told that trustee Herman made this amendment, and I'm not for it. So remove supervisor from here. I see y'all put the finance director on here, and then you put supervisor with the finance director. So let's strike that down. Ain't no pass this with my name, so no to that. And then I see that you guys strike $1,000 and put.
Did y'all see Carmen look over there and try not to laugh? Child. Shout out to Casey Cat. Gray reportedly has diabetes and has a major blood sugar control issue. Child, she can't do the job. She need to resign too. But, you know, sorry for your health issues, ma'am. But if this ain't for you, then get the hell on up out of here because you just out here just saying anything. You don't even know what's going on. I was waiting for her to leave, but last night, I think if you was here, they were saying that she didn't want to sit next to Chris Gonzalez. Girl, if you don't go to hell and do your damn job.
$10,000 only in the case of emergencies. Again, Tony's department, which is
All of them basically. He spent more than that off of if a truck or a bus breakdown. So do IT, which Robert Hunt explained that to you. Our computers, our servers, things go down. Cost $5,000 for just one computer. So I'm saying that you guys, because you so much attacking.
Oh, yeah, don't forget $5,000 for computers. Shout out to Yolanda. She said the elderly get meals free if they have insurance. My mother got everything on hers, and it's all across the board, no matter what state. So does that mean that these people don't have insurance either? Even if they did, Tiff gonna find a way to act like she's the savior, which is what it is at the end of the day, so that they can come on down here because she called out, she put the bat signal out, and they said, "We here, get used to us," basically.
Supervisor, that y'all not thinking about the overall picture. And I told y'all should talk to the staff before making a law that don't make sense for the staff on a day-to-day operation. You have to understand how they operate daily in their needs, not just making laws and then now it does not work. Now how you accept, you made a rule, a law that they can't abide by because their operation needs more than what you wrote as a law. So talk to the staff. I think you should go back to the drawing board or adjust what's being right here, right now, or go back to the drawing board. One of the two you should do, but do not, please remove me from this. I'm not for that ordinance. So y'all want to make a amendment?
Motion to approve ordinance 24-006 as
order.
Okay, well, I'll motion to amend that, take supervisor off, like I just said. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all want y'all way. Stop adding in this laws, because I don't want a credit card. So I'm making a motion that we amend this ordinance as relates to a supervisor having anything to do with credit card. Is there a second for my motion?
I have something to say based on.
Okay, maybe, hold on, let me amend this first.
No, it's discussion for the first motion.
Well, I'm trumping the motion first, so I can trump the motion. Do I have a second? Okay, it's a motion and a second to trump their motion. So you got it, it's myself and Darlene. I got me all in there. So now what you got?
Wasting time, because you know daggone well they not gonna vote with you, but y'all go ahead for the crowd.
I say now discussion. Remove supervisor. Now go ahead.
Okay, so they did request that there be an additional car because the original ordinance did only have the finance director, Robert Hunt, listed. And
oh, so was it Robert Hunt then, since it was only in his name, that was allowing Big Tiff to spend it on up? Robert, you might be going down, buddy. Allegedly.
according to my knowledge, I know the previous administration for 29 years only had one credit card, and they were able to successfully handle township business with that one credit card. And I know that there are a lot of things going on, a lot of spending, a lot of questions that sometimes don't get answered. But one thing I will say is I know the supervisor is bonded, so anything she does is protected under that bond. So I think that it is her responsibility to make sure she knows what's going on with the money. It's her responsibility to have a credit card again.
So Big Tiff is bonded. Okay. Hold on. What does it mean to be bonded? Insured. Wait, let me take out uninsured. Hold on. Bonded can have multiple meanings, including having a surety bond, being hired for a job, or adhering to things. Being bonded is more like having a line of credit extended to you as the principal rather than insurance. Alternatively, you could say it's like getting insurance for your clients. In certain instances, being bonded may be similar to having insurance. What is the purpose of being bonded? It means that an insurance and bonding company has procured funds that are available to the customer contingent upon them filing a claim against the company. Well, it sounds like they probably need to do that. If you are a contractor or other type of business owner, you may have a good reason to explore what it means to be surety bonded. Process of nurturing social connection. Bonding typically refers to the process of attachments that develops. Oh, no, that's not it. That's something different. Whew. Glad I caught that, child. Child, y'all crazy. Like, come on, stop it. Stop this. This is not helping. Shout out to the music, Mike. Okay, y'all crazy. Trina said this earlier. Shout out to Brian. They all supposed to get bonded. That's what I believe. That's what Trina was saying, and we're gonna get to her in a second because she has some good stuff to say. And people try to act like Trina is crazy. Trina be knowing some things. Okay, I ain't saying she 100%, but she be knowing some things. Okay. Javon says the last supervisor was in the seat for 29 years, child. Tiff was barely in it for 29 minutes. They wanted her out. So QC Speaks Truth says means that Tiff's bond will have to pay. So anything she does wrong, the bond will have to pay it. Now that's it. Now, does the bond have to be paid like insurance every month or every year? Is it up to date? Or is it just one and done? I don't know.
You know, the previous administration had one credit card for 29 years, and I think that, you know, moving forward, we have to figure out some things. And again, like Trustee Gonzalez said, we're open to receiving any amendments via email, and we'll look at it and discuss it as a board and do what's best for Township as a whole moving forward.
All right, so be crystal clear. The Township did have a credit card, one credit card for 29 years. And y'all had a lot of stuff going on here in Township.
But what people do it to? For 29 years, y'all didn't have a problem with it when no white man was doing it. Now all of a sudden here I come. I think that's racist.
So let's be crystal clear about that. So y'all got all that going on. Number 2, if y'all pay attention to how anybody operation runs, every department head has a card because they are responsible for transparency. If you give one card to one person, you don't know who got it, who spent on it, what to see that. You don't want one card. Right now, we can go and look up, hey, Carmen was in Walmart today and she bought a TV. You can literally point out where somebody's at and who swiped that card, because that name goes to that person's card. That's why you want every single department to have their own card, so that now they're accountable for their spending. We're not doing one credit card. There's no accountability for one credit card, and that's not how operations work. And as it relates to the finance director, we said this at the last meeting. Why would we give the finance director a card? That is not his job to run to the store and buy stuff for anybody. That is the department head's job. As relates, that's how y'all don't know.
So it's the department head's job to run out to Walmart to buy food for or wherever to buy food for the seniors, ma'am. Ma'am, goodbye. That sounds so crazy. Somebody needs to figure out if maybe they did need that mental health facility for her, child, because I think she need to be evaluated.
As it relates to finances, that boy has a whole degree. He's supposed to basically go and check and make sure that the finances are in order. That's it. That's how he's checked. And he don't go to the store and buy stuff. That's what the department head is supposed to do for their department. So everybody loses sight of the why for credit cards, the convenience for the credit card for a department. It has nothing to do with the finance director having it. It has nothing to do with nobody else meaning besides the department head to have it to basically account for their spending for their department. If you go check any of our things here at Township, you will see anybody have a car, what they spent it on, they got their name back, and they should have receipts for anything that they have spent. So I just want to point that out. So all this talk about we just gonna make this a law? No, we're not. So we're gonna remove supervisor. You can replace that with a manager. I don't care who you pick really for the manager. It could have been Tony Paul right here. It could be anybody, but pick one person other than supervisor for the department head. And we should have had this discussion before. I'm tired of them getting up here saying, send y'all an email. I'm not sending you no emails. I told you this at the last meeting, and I'm verbally telling y'all again. Don't add me in nothing, because I got nothing to do with the day-to-day as relates to.
You, in 1 minute she got to do with the day-to-day, the next minute she don't, ma'am. You're the whole supervisor. It's all your responsibility. All of everything is your responsibility. Where they do this at? If anyone has ever managed people, and I hate it, if your person went rogue, guess who they gonna come to after they go to him or them? Let me not be sexist around here. They're gonna come to your ass. Well, how come you wasn't following it? How come you wasn't paying attention? How come you didn't call? How come you didn't tell HR? Then your ass is on the damn carpet. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Convenience, how that works with Big Tiff. Woo, Lord, oh Lord. She just don't know her audience either. She just goes on whenever she wants to because she know that everybody worrying about the DNC child. Ain't nobody paying attention to them. So she can go off. It really doesn't have to be this complicated, Big Tiff. You make it more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, honestly, you really be telling on yourself. Just this is not how business works. For those of us that are in business, it's just not how business works. Can you imagine if your bank acted like this, y'all? You try to go in there, and I don't do that. I do St. Patrick's Day. Girl.
Their departments. They are responsible for their departments. They don't pay me for their departments. My advice, again, is to go speak.
Oh, yeah, she gonna help y'all to make meatloaf, hot dogs, hamburgers, and cheeseburgers. That's her job as the super. Almost $300,000 a year to teach y'all how to make meatloaf, hamburgers, and cheeseburgers. Got it, girl. I need to get me a supervisor job. I gotta look into that.
To them and ask them their opinion of what is needed for spending for each department before you guys put a law together or something you know nothing about, meaning they need more than what you wrote in here. I can IT alone. That alone needs more than what you wrote. But you guys will know that even when they was getting all this spyware and all these issues, they needed a lot more than what you wrote. And y'all know that because they told y'all about it. So my advice again is to amend this ordinance and make sure it makes sense for the needs of the township and not what the board of trustees want it to say. You have to go with the needs, and that's the department heads. So it's a motion and second on the floor to remove supervisor from this ordinance, replace it with a manager, not me, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right.
Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Trustee Jones? Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion failed.
All right. I want to let y'all know how this is gonna work. I'm not taking no press card. I don't care what y'all vote for in here. I've never seen no mess like this ever in my life. Somebody in here trying to make somebody take a card. That's sickening. That's sickening in itself. So just so y'all clear, managers will have cards to do the day-to-day occupation. Y'all can write whatever law you want. I'm telling you what it is for a fact. And then y'all know that. So you vote on however you want. I just told y'all to put my name in.
I'm the supervisor, and even though there's supposed to be checks and balances, I'm not going to listen to any checks and balances because I'm going to do what I want to do, even though I have nothing to do with anything except for St. Patrick's Day and cooking with Big Tiff and bingo and making sure that I get the prizes. Now, what they should have said was, every person that gets the damn credit card has the limit. And if you don't have a receipt and it don't make sense, it ain't getting paid, your ass getting fired. That's what they need to be saying, child. And you better have your own damn purchases. You gonna get this card in your damn name. You ain't got to take it and you ain't got to use it. But let me find it. Because it's similar to when you work in corporate America. That's all I got right now for y'all, okay? And they say, don't buzz somebody in. How about that? Don't buzz someone in. They need to use their own damn badge. Somebody just tried to do that to me this week or last week. Can you buzz me in? I said, no. I said, because you need a badge to get in. Oh, you could just open the door and let me in. I said, no, you need a badge to get in. I said, because you're going to get up there and there's going to be a turnstile and I can't let you in. What the hell I look? I don't even know you. Girl, you better go to them damn security people and get them to get your ass on up in there. God forbid. Now, I know she worked there, but the point is I'm not doing it. I don't even know you like that, girl. Nah, I'm not going to be able to do it.
But you still did. Please remove me from this ordinance once again, and relate to credit cards.
There's still a motion and second on the floor to approve.
Remind you the lawyer.
All right, so y'all wanna amend that?
No.
They can say no all they want. I don't listen to them. I do not listen.
Girl, we know. That's the whole damn problem. You listen to no one. Remember all this. Listen, Thornton and Dalton, because I know y'all here. I know you here, all right? Y'all got to be remembering this stuff, not just for Tiffany. not just about her. You already know she got to go, but people got to get out in front of these people. You still see these elderly people coming out for her. And when you think about it, all right, when you think about, like, do y'all really think people at home watching YouTube? I mean, us, we are, and the regulars into this bullshit. But I'm talking about residents. You think they sitting at home watching YouTube to say, yeah, that daggone Tiffany, she ain't doing us right. Y'all better get in front of those damn people now. Somebody just said the election is in April 2025 or something happening in April 2025. That's not a lot of time to try to change some of these people's mind. These elderly ain't trying to hear it. So you really need to be out there getting to people who either don't vote or people who don't come out to vote or people who might be on the damn fence. Those elderly that she got, I just don't think they're going to change their damn mind. That's just me. What do I know, child? What do I know?
I do not. That is fact. I'm letting y'all know right now. I don't care what y'all write on that. I don't care what you write. I'm telling you, I'm not taking no card. So if you guys are here trying to make me take a card, make that make sense. Why we debating over who takes the card? Don't tell me I don't want cards.
Ma'am, you're the one that's causing a ruckus. You're the one that's debating. You're the one that's upset. Don't take the card. It's simple as that. You don't have to tell anyone. Just don't take the damn card. You causing the damn ruckus for nothing. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
Oh no, guys. Give me a minute. Stop. This is my life. Stop. Connie, Jerry, and Chris, please take me off of this order. Are you guys gonna take me off this order?
Is this intimidation?
Y'all just stuck in y'all way. If I'm telling y'all I don't want some, you going I gotta get that. Trustee Jerry. You just go vote. Why? What's your why? What's your why? What you mean you don't have a why? You gotta have a why. Why?
Imagine if this was the other way around and they were trying to talk to her. Do you think that she would be listening? Do you think that she would stop what she was doing? Child, I'd be like, call the roll. I don't even know if it applies right now. I don't care.
But that's what I'm talking about. Now that you're voting blindly or giving up a vote, you don't got a why. So why would you have me in the work?
As Darlene Everett votes blindly every time Tiffany says to vote the way that she says, but now she don't. Child, the hypocrisy down here is amazing.
Why? Hold on, attorney. It ain't about how to take it. If I'm telling you up front, in front of the people, that I don't want a car, why would you put me in this?
Motion to call the votes.
I'm telling you. So why? So what's the why, Trustee Jerry? Trustee Jerry,
Motion to call the votes.
hold on, it's discussion. And you want to run a meeting. That's fine. This whole discussion. I want to answer to my question of why. Why you don't answer? Why did you put me a car?
Child, why Miss Stubbs look like she about to go out for the evening? Child, Miss Stubbs going over there to Larry's place, child, where the gambling's in the back, child.
Why would you vote on something someone saying they do not want? Make that make sense to me. And you tell me you don't even have a why. You don't even have a why for why you're voting to give me a card and I'm telling you I don't want it. How you put me in a law and I'm telling you I don't want to be part of any of that. We have managers here to do it. Huh? I would like to know.
We got some cute sneakers down there in Dalton, Thornton Township.
I would like to know the answer, Trustee. Because I don't think that's fair to me. I don't think you guys are being understanding for this. I just don't. I don't. And I think you should do better. I I think you guys have, the opportunity to change it, to fix it. I think you have the opportunity to add a manager in it, as it should be with any organization. I think you guys should amend what you guys are trying to do currently right now. So what are we gonna do? Y'all gonna amend it? Are y'all gonna amend it?
I think Trustee Gonzalez made a motion to vote the ordinance as read. And I second the motion. Can we in debate and on the
Well, no, we still in debate, because it's got to do with my name. It got to do with my name. So it's still in discussion, so it got to do with my name. If y'all don't want to say nothing, don't say nothing. So, Carmen, why do you have my name on this ordinance? Chris, why is my name on this ordinance? Why?
It's called leadership.
Leadership, that's so let me explain to you. Let me explain something to you. This is why I know that you guys don't know how to run a business and don't know how to run a leadership.
Isn't Good Burger failed? Isn't she the one that has her tenant living in a slum house? But she don't know, but everybody else don't know about business.
Leadership don't work everywhere to a credit card. I'm not gonna go to no store for nobody. So make it make sense. This is a joke. Leadership is you give it to the managers and they run a department. Leadership is not you add my name on the card, then I'm telling you I do not want it. That makes no sense. And I'm asking you guys to remove me from this ordinance. Because I'm telling you what, because I'm telling you I don't want this. I don't want this.
Shout out to Derek Hauser, who says that's why she is doing what she's doing, because she is bonded. I don't know that she even understands that, because she should have just said that, right? Because that's the point that Trina makes later. Why, if Big Tiff really knows this, though, she should have said, I'm bonded, so there's no point in you putting me on the credit card. She don't even know why. She always talking about somebody else. I don't know. I'm not even trying to act like I do. I'm just learning as we go along. So she always gonna educate somebody. You don't know nothing about business, ma'am. You don't know what it is that you're doing. Technically, at the end of the day, child, she's just out here talking.
Well, we're gonna be perfect. I'm just telling y'all, I pleaded enough with y'all. I've asked y'all enough for this. So I'm gonna let it be what it be, because I already told you I'm not taking it. I don't want it, and I think you should remove supervisor out of this ordinance that you guys created. That's what we doing, guys. You want to do it, you guys want to remove it. All right, call the roll, and just for the record, for the 18th time, I don't want anything to do with a credit card. I already told people that, so thank you. All right, go ahead.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Jones. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Supervisor Henry.
Definitely not.
Motion passed.
So next on the agenda, is there a motion to approve the retainer agreements with LBC as to represent the Thornton Township and Thornton Township officials in the case?
I don't care about that.
President that's gonna come up, like there's the first female president, and that
about how Thornton Township was a laughing stock to the nation.
Charlie, is that RBN right here? Can you see my mouse? See this dude all the way over in the striped shirt? RBN, is this where you were last night? No offense.
Partially agree with that, except that it's a laughing stock of the world. And it's not us being laughed at. It's you, Tiffany, and Keith Price, and Mr. Lacey. They got all kinds of nicknames for you out there in YouTube land, but I'm sure you're aware of that.
Woo! Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to us. Y'all remember that, okay? All your elected officials don't give one damn. Your daggone your media didn't give a damn about what was going on, but YouTube was still out here. Mm-hmm.
Tiffany, you commented earlier about being respectful at the meeting. As a representative of the township, I'm appalled at how Keith Price was, how ignorant and disrespectful he was to Mr. Gonzalez, swearing at him at the meeting. We were told at the beginning of this meeting we had to watch our language. He surely didn't do that.
Get him, white.
He was out of order.
Yes, he was.
Lastly, Tiffany, there's one comment that I've heard out of your mouth that I actually agree with.
Highlight of the night. Shout out to White Woman on White People Wednesday. They love that child. Is that Jerry Jones walking out? Child, get back here. Shout out to Lee Hamilton. It said y'all going to jail or somebody's going to jail. It was one of those, but she said that's the only thing I ever agree with what Tiffany ever said. And she played a recording of her saying somebody's going to jail.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be brief, okay? My name is Nate Fields. I'm here today to stand up against the bullying and intimidation tactics being used by those who are supposed to represent us. Last Thursday, I was physically pushed against the window of the outside of this building by Kamal Woods. Tiffany.
Shout out to him for calling him out and then turn around looking him in his daggone face too. Because a lot of people wouldn't, and the police won't do anything about it from what I understand, which, again, remember that when y'all be complaining about YouTube, when your dad going TV stations don't give a damn about what's going on right about now.
Henry's boyfriend during a special board meeting.
Married boyfriend, Nate. You got it a little wrong there, child. Married boyfriend, child.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be brief, okay? My name is Nate Fields. I'm here today to stand up against the bullying and intimidation tactics being used by those who are supposed to represent us. Last Thursday, I was physically pushed against the window of the outside of this building by Kamal Woods, Tiffany Henry's boyfriend, during a special board meeting. But this wasn't just an attack on me. It was an attempt to silence anyone who dares speak up against the misuse of our tax dollars. But I want to make it clear. I would not be intimidated, and I would not back down. This community deserves better than leaders who spend our hard-earned money irresponsibly while resorting to bullying to maintain their power.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Praise the Lord.
We're going to fight for transparency, accountability, and respect for every resident. Together, we can ensure that our voices are heard and that our community is protected from those who seek to abuse their powers, their positions. Thank you.
Jennifer Roberts. Sorry, Ms. Bogan. I'm sorry. I apologize. Ms. Bogan.
Oh, that is Stephanie. I see her. Miss Bogan, where you at, child?
If there's not a Ms. Bogan, then Ms. Roberts, you can go ahead.
Child, you just got extra steps. Come on, Miss Roberts. Come on, Mrs. Paul.
Good evening, everyone. When I was a child, from the ages of 9 through 11, I was sexually molested by close family members. I was made to believe that if I said something, no one would believe me. I became silent. My voice was lost in a sea of depression. I experienced low self-esteem, loss of identity, became unsure of who I was or who I would become. When I became a mother of a beautiful girl, I vowed that what happened to me would never happen to her. But unfortunately, as a single working mom, I could not protect her from the generational curse that plagued my family. I often think about if I could change back time, and if my baby girl, who is now 32 years old, would have felt safe enough to tell me what was happening to her, what I would have done to those who abused her. Vania Dukes was sexually assaulted on a Thornton Township sponsored trip, allegedly by Andrew Holmes, who is still on your board, Tiffany, and Dalton. Instead of protecting her, you fired her and kept her violator as your ally. He is one of many criminals working for you. Your boyfriend, Kamal Woods, is drawing a generous salary for a position he has yet to report on. However, he allegedly felt the need to put his hands on Nate Fields Jr. less than a week ago. Is that part of why he was hired at the township? Why is it that you would rather have criminals to defend you as opposed to providing counseling for those who have been abused sexually, mentally, or physically? Isn't it better to spend tax dollars on services to silent residents with low self-esteem need and stand up on your campaign events like Taste of Thornton Township and Big Bingo and January and this very room? Tiffany, you told the world that you are Dr. Martin Luther King's dream. Did you forget that his dream was that someday people would be judged by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin? I will leave you with this thought. All nightmares come to an end, and so will this one.
Mr. Roberts, Paul Roberts.
Child, Mr. and Mrs. Paul, child. That for me was probably one of the best things. But then of course with Paul saying that I ain't going nowhere, he's like, I ain't got time for your bullshit.
Good evening. I last made public comments here in June and May.
Paul for supervisor. No offense, Nate. No offense, Nate. Paul need to be up in there somewhere though.
From questioning the attorney or the clerk. I hope given the time that we have to wait to get into this meeting, the time we have to wait for other meetings and the time that was taken away from me previously, and my going easy on the supervisor for the last 2 months, I may be able to read the entire one page that's in front of me. If not, I'm happy to give you copies. Anyway, I will continue with from where my last comment was cut off. She would not let my wife complete it, so I wanted to continue talking about how at least $550,000 of February's $1 million giveaway was not used for the intended purpose, and how the Attorney General ordered the township to give me the information I requested through FOIA. They still have not. I want to mention how the township refuses to state who their FOIA officer is, and how they have made it almost impossible for the Attorney General's office to contact them. I wanted to talk about how the township's IT department no longer lists any email on the township website, nor do they give us any way to contact our trustees. I wanted to mention how the administration monitors emails and text messages between trustees and their constituents. But given the time restraints, instead, I want to just start answering the number one question that people ask about Thornton Township. Why is Tiffany Henyard still in office? Please bear with me while I try to answer that question. Much of the credit for her successful criminal career goes to her well-connected attorneys. Her preference for the Delgado Law Group, known by many mayors and powerful people in Springfield, is so strong that she fired 2 longtime township employees who opposed hiring Delgado for the school board. But she doesn't mind spending our tax dollars to settle the wrongful termination lawsuits that she invited. Other well-connected attorneys helped her overturn the citizens' recall election in Dalton. Furthermore, Thornton Township spends $20,000 per month on lobbying, public relations, and political consulting. $5,000 per month goes to the mentor of the chairman of the state Senate's appropriation committee. Frank Zuccarelli only paid him $4,000 a month. $5,000 a month goes to a media consultant called Whitley Agency. I know that they take PayPal, given the credit card statements this township has. Look at the great job they did advising her on the last 2 Saturdays campaign events in Dalton. $10,000 per month goes to Cornerstone Government Affairs for political consulting. Well, that's an interesting one. In February, when the supervisor was in Roland Martin's studio, there was a meeting here anyway. Several of these invoices were on $10,000.
Your time is up, sir. Sorry.
Trustee Gonzalez asked what they were for. No one in the room could tell
Your
him.
time is up.
3 of the trustees
Your time is up.
voted
Your
to approve them anyway.
Hello, your time is up.
The Cornerstone's website shows that the leader of the Illinois team was
Your time
previously
is
the
up.
senior advisor to Michael Madigan,
Who the next
and a
person?
longtime political director of the Democratic caucus in the Illinois House of
Alma Price.
Representatives.
Alma Price, your time is up.
Tell her her
Your time is up. Your time is up. 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes. You have 4 minutes. You are 4 minutes. Your time is up. You got it. Your time is up. Your time is up, sir. Sir, your time is up, sir. Sir, your time is up. Your time is up, sir. Your time is up.
Your time is up, sir.
Your time is up.
Time is up.
You guys don't have no order. You get 3 minutes. Your time is up. What's the person said?
He collecting all his minutes from before. He collecting all his minutes from before.
Alma,
Democratic Party of Illinois.
Alma Price. Alma Price, you're next. Your time is up, sir. You have 4 minutes. Your time is up. Yes, it is.
He's still going.
Excuse me, your time is up. Your time is up. Okay, security, your time is up, security. Your time is up, security.
Is it security or oppressors, Big Tiff? I believe that those are oppressors, right? So I think this is where his video ends, child. Because then, okay. Let's go to Gardis, because child, this was something. Child, this was something.
Thornton Township is going to have from this point on, then what's to stand in their way? If we keep this up, they will come and burn it down.
All right, I gotta find that because they were not being very nice to Gardis, child. Oh, here's our girl. Come on, Trina. Come on, child. Man. God.
I'll wait till y'all ready. And so, if anybody harasses me while I'm speaking, I call the Attorney General for a violation on intimidation and harassment. Now, wait. So I want everybody to make this make sense to me. You're concerned about this spending at Thornton Township. You're trying to put her on a credit card that she does not want. Why would you do that? Also, she has a $3,000, right? She can write as many $3,000 checks as she wants with no cap here in Thornton Township. Why?
So this is what we need to be talking about, okay? So let me go back, because she's saying Tiffany can spend basically $3,000 a month. Maybe that's what the bond has to do. You know what the bond has to do with?
On the violation on intimidation and harassment. So I want everybody to make this make sense to me. You're concerned about this spending at Thornton Township. You're trying to put her on a credit card that she does not want. Why would you do that? Also, she has a $3,000, right? She can write as many $3,000 checks as she wants with no cap here in Thornton Township. Why hasn't anyone created an ordinance to stop that? Or limit?
How come Trina knows this and the rest of them don't? Well, how come Trina knows this and the rest of them don't? Right?
The amount of checks. That's the same thing that goes on in Dalton. She can write as many $5,000 checks as she wants without board approval. Just like here, she can write as many $3,000 denominated checks as she wants without board approval. So why haven't you guys done anything to cap that?
Bueller.
Carmen, I'm glad you spoke, because you spoke about the supervisor being bonded and us having nothing to worry about. Seeing that you have a background that's been posted numerous times in check fraud, as well as Pete Freeman having a felony background.
Child, how are these people up here with all these backgrounds, including Big Tiff? How? I'm confused. We just have any old thing. We just do anything we want to and then be in charge of money and spending in people's lives and future. Child, Rob says 3,000 limit often bypassed by spending less than 3,000 multiple times. Exactly. So you could pay Kiki, just for example, however many times you need to based off of what she just said, and ain't nobody refuting it. But how is it that she know that and they don't? I'm just saying, because I didn't know. This sounds crazy. That's all she got to do is write $2,999. Just like money laundering for the bank, $9,999. Municipality said no background checks. That's the thing. Even if there's no background checks, and I'm agreeing because that's how allegedly Lavelle Redford got in there, Redmond, whatever his name is, right? So, but it was okay when all this was going on and everybody was going along with the get along. But we just ignore all that part. And then people are out here thinking that they're doing this great grand job. Okay. That's why I'm like, when we say they all got to go, child, they all got to go. So she can spend, why is it she can spend more money over in Dalton than she can in the whole township too? 3,000 on the township that's bigger, but 5,000. No, they just said, Trina just said, if it's true, okay, I'm just going by what she's saying, as many checks as she wants to. 5,000 in Dalton is the check limit and 3,000 in Thornton Township. That's crazy. But they're not stopping that. So is all this for show? Is all this to make people think that they're doing what needs to be done? Now, I know a lot of people call Trina Downs crazy, okay? I understand. Shout out to Trina Downs. I ain't got nothing against you, hun. You know, she was here the other day. I ain't got nothing against nobody, to be perfectly honest with you. But if what she's saying is true, then are they really doing what they need to do for the town at the end of the day? Or do they not know what they're doing? Because she's about to go into even more.
You two should be bonded as well for the protection of Thornton Township. Anybody with a criminal background should be bonded in any municipal job that there is. And she's bonded.
Why are y'all letting the criminals in? Why are we letting the criminals in? Is that another reason why we're letting the criminals out?
Should be bonded in any municipal job that there is. And she's bonded. Didn't you hear them say she's bonded? I'm asking for all criminals to be bonded. Thank you so much. Now, furthermore, right, okay. Now, the board wants proper spending to be made. You guys tabled the budget, but for 4 months, From April to August, you had substantial amount of time to take out whatever you need to take out of the budget and have this budget passed.
I don't disagree with her here either. All right. Because we were there when they were talking about the budget. It didn't go through. Remember, it was canceled. And then they decided to do it on a Friday at 1 o'clock. I'm thinking because they thought no one would come. And then everybody came. And then it was all this confusion. And then thanks to the Lansing Journal, if I'm not mistaken, or the TV programs, the news programs, they said that it was tabled basically. And they've been kicking it down the road and they still kicking it. That's not just Big Tiff. That's not just Big Tiff. I'm just saying. How long does it take? How long does it take to get it done, especially if it's needed and necessary? You know what I'm saying?
You cannot control spending if you don't have a budget. How do you do that? How do you know what's going to be allotted where? And you tabled it to an unknown date and time. And Ms. Roberts answered the question to why the Vania Dukes lawsuit is against Thornton Township, because that was a Thornton Township sanctioned trip. And for a long time, I've been confused in media because it seems like that was a Dalton sanctioned trip. So all of this co-mixing of governments, co-mixing, however I choose to state it.
Correct.
Right? And you guys have a lot to say about how she speaks and how she's educated. So I suggest you guys pay attention to District 205 because that's where she was educated. In District 205, where they have a disparity in learning in their schools. So all you criminals get bonded.
She ended it with all you criminals get bonded. Child, all the criminals need to be bonded too. Listen. I done already said everybody need to go. Even before Trina brought all this up, I already said everybody need to go. You need to start all over again, start from scratch, get some new blood, get some new people, do whatever it is you need to do to make sure that this stuff is running correctly, including get the background checks now, including get people bonded, and including make sure you knew who the hell is coming on up in here and do some research and people come out and vote, all that type stuff. But like I just said, these people only recently changed, and there's a reason that they've changed because the feds are here. People are looking and breathing down people's necks. They making small moves, but they're going to be making some big moves. And people now don't want to go to jail. That's not a person that you want to re-elect and be back into positions. You don't. Because as easily as they effed it up the first time, they can easily F it up again. Now, whether Frank Zuccarelli was doing wrong, I don't know. I don't know the man. Man ain't here no daggone more. And if everybody went along with the get along, then they just did. Maybe he did it in a less subtle way. You know, Black people do things big, as we like to call it. All right. Need attention. If Tiff don't need attention, then I don't know who does. Right. Tiffany Henyard craves attention big time, and attention she shall have. But I'm just saying on both sides, all right, Dalton and Thornton Township, that people just need to be mindful of who the hell it is that you're putting in. You can like whoever the hell you want. You can go out to dinner and have drinks with whoever the hell it is that you want. But if you're concerned about how people handling your money, how people are handling your taxes, how people are handling anything that has to do with how it is that you're going to live in your community, then maybe you want to take a step back and stop caring about, because bringing them people in just because you like them is not a good enough reason. It's no different than the she Black and a single mom. Ain't no different than Kamala is Black. It's all the same crap. It's all the same crap. You already have a whole, how long has it been, y'all? 3 years, I believe, of what these people are about and what the hell it is that they have done. Big Tiff did not do this on her own. You know, I don't be giving her no credit. Okay. But she didn't do all this stuff on her own. And there's other people that went along with this get along. Shout out to Kwame Brown, then Kamal and Keith and the rest of them, Lacey. It was other people. And those people, are the people that are now helping. And I just don't see how anyone would allow Chris Gonzalez to do anything. I'm sorry. I just don't, thank him for what he's doing now, of course, but child, ain't no way. I thought it was Trina that had said, y'all don't know how government works, meaning this with the mayor and the village, the town, all this stuff. Because they was bringing up some rules and it's like, y'all don't know that? Ain't you in charge of this? But y'all don't know? I was like, maybe they don't know, because Tiff says it all the time. Y'all don't know how government works, and maybe they don't, which is another reason why would you want them in there? And are you making sure that Nate, no offense against him, but that he knows whatever he needs to know? I just see from Paul that he knows money, he knows finance, he knows who to go to. I see him when he says that when he wrote that letter, which we read, when he went to, or he didn't go anywhere, but he started talking about reaching out to all of these different people. He's reached out to them, making his FOIA request. And there's a couple other people that I'm not familiar with that are doing the same thing. And it's like, well, why aren't y'all trying to get these people to be up in your daggone village trustee, all that type stuff? And I don't disagree with you, Earl. I don't disagree with you. But you can't just be acting like this crazy person and all her people and running roughshod. You know what? I wanted to go back to the Gardis stuff, and then we done. I want to go back to the Gardis comment, which is right here, and then I'm done. Shout out to Critical Smoker for his work. Shout out to Reality Check TV for his work, because those are the two people that be out here live streaming. So shout out to them. So I'm going to listen to Gardis because there's a lot. Okay, let me just say this first. There's a lot of fighting going on. Okay, there's a lot of people who losing friendships. There's a lot of people who losing relationships. There's a lot of people that's threatening, making threats, filing lawsuits. Jed was in court today. If y'all didn't know, Jed was in court today because of lawsuits or PFAs or something against him by people down here in Dalton and Thornton Township, which is crazy to me if he was coming in here to just be an advocate. You know what I'm saying? So now it sounds like it's like costing him, which, I don't feel like covering it, but it was recorded on Money Boy Trey's channel, just if you wanted to go take a look at it. So this is what he has to deal with after he's been called down here to try to help. And now he's being taken to court. That's time out of his life, stress on his life, stuff he may even have to pay for. Child, I ain't got time to be involved in there. Nothing that ain't got nothing to do with me like that. Not near a bit. Not near a bit. But some people, the people in the residence are saying that other people don't take it seriously. And we don't know, like outsiders don't know. We don't. We just know what we see. And we talk about it because people try to act like, oh, you want to talk about it for views. Absolutely, I do. Like, I'm not going to be ashamed about that. Like, I'm not doing this. This is what Black people do. You just want views. I do. I do. But there's also, I'm invested in this. We've been talking about this for how long? Why wouldn't I be? And I'm giving my 2 cents. Because honestly, it seems like a lot of these people are about to do the exact same thing over again, and maybe in the same damn situation, and allegedly not necessarily learning from what the hell it is that you're going through. This is what I'm seeing. Child, I could be wrong. I always say that I could be wrong. But I wouldn't want near none of these people up in any of these damn positions, child. Not near none of them. And that you can work at Thornton Township and you can work over at Dalton and you can work on the school board and all these positions. I think that's half damn crazy too. Somebody need to go ahead and put an ordinance, a law or something into place if it's not one there already. That's just too much of a conflict of interest. When we work in corporate America, got to always bring it back. You always got to say, do you work politically somewhere? And they want to know, and they're going to be watching. You might not even get the job depending on it. I feel like these jobs that these people have are like their full-time jobs and whatnot. But anyway, child, that's just my 2 cents on that. Let's listen to Gardis because this was crazy. I thought this was crazy too. Y'all, there's a lot going on down here because he used to be cool with people. I'll call it. He used to be cool with people. Then I guess he, had a difference of opinion. And this is just like the Kamala and Trump stuff. We Black people can't seem to have a difference of opinion where other Black people will call us names, call us out, give us a hard time and say we not right just because we not going along with what it is that they say. That's bullying. That ain't no different than Big Tiff. It's no different. Why I got to come down to all that? You know what I'm saying? But let's listen to Gardis and listen to these people, y'all, child.
Because she was saying, hey, the department heads are supposed to have it. It's times they can swipe the card and had the village of Dalton paying for something and it should have been the Thornton Township. So they just rotating these cards, doing what they want to do. And that should not be happening. Dalton is in, we're destroyed. We are destroyed. And then we have a takeover where one man is taking over the whole damn police department. But we will not be intimidated. So you guys stay woke about what's happening out here in Thornton Township. They're doing the same thing and they're stealing from you all. And for the people, I love my seniors, you cannot choose bingo over what's going on. That is crazy. Because you're gonna pay. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. It's gonna come.
I forget this lady's name. She the one that yelled out, y'all going to jail. But I'm just listening to what it is that she just said. And when I said it, you know, people got mad and say, you don't know what you're talking about. You crazy. Everybody know. No, y'all think everybody know. And you are assuming these daggone people with the bingo and the giveaways, they are on her. They're going to vote for her. Don't tell me that woman can't get voted in. Don't tell me that woman can't get voted in, but y'all want to act like everyone thinks like you. They don't. Again, that's how we get into this mess with people acting crazy. Ricky Smiley, Roland Martin, Joy Reid about just because we're not falling in line talking about we love Kamala. F her. Okay. I owe her. And then none of y'all, not y'all, shit. I will vote whoever the fuck I want to for whatever the reasons are. Right. And so should everyone else without being chastised. You know what I'm saying? If this woman's saying it on this date, yesterday, what is it, August the 20th, y'all acting like this over bingo, then she sees it too. But, child, what the hell do I know?
You're excited over these big screen TVs. They're stealing from you all. They're stealing from you all. And like she's telling us we gotta respect us. Respect her, she don't respect y'all. Y'all remember that when it's time to vote. She does not respect y'all. She does not respect y'all.
No oppressing, oppressor. No oppressing, oppressor.
Act like a thug if you want to. Take me out of the time.
Greetings, Madam Supervisor, trustees, administrators, residents. As this administration continues to attempt to spin the narrative of how well they're doing, the township continues to descend into madness. The presence of the supervisor has created a toxic environment where political figures and administrators have used unethical tactics for intimidation and harassment. You have also given the license to your subordinates to use these tactics to attempt for character assassination. In my hands are two FOIA requests by Mr. Keith Price, which was filed this past May to my former employer here in the township and my current employer at the school district, asking for everything personal, including disciplinary rights. Mr. Price is here.
I'm trying to understand why all these people worrying about this shit now. Everybody trying to get everybody's tapes for what? What difference does it make at this point? These people are already in here. And what the hell you need Gardis's information for? He ain't even on no boards. I'm confused. So is it people trying to, black people, I'm going to just say it, fuck that. Is it black people trying to take other black people down because you don't agree with what they say because they don't agree with Supervisor Tiffany Henyard? Let me just call her Big Tiff, child, because she ain't supervising shit. Child, I want to know, child, I don't care. But the point is that just because someone doesn't like what you like, that goes right along with what Chief Collins says, that she or somebody had something against his wife, and that's why he got fired because she was talking to somebody they don't like. This is so childish. This is so damn childish. And whoever just said that Illinois is corrupt, I just heard someone say that on an actual real news program, how corrupt Illinois is, and everybody just goes along with it. I don't even understand how people even live there, but that's just me.
I don't have disciplinary rights. This type of behavior has also given non-resident opportunities to a license to act as predators when they present themselves as advocates and activists. One particular make-believe activist that goes by the name of Jedediah Brown. He has a video on YouTube channel telling his followers that he sent investigators to my job asking about me and my coworkers, telling them that people at my job don't like me. They don't like me. I guess since his secret friend Keith Price came up empty, he has to come up with some unsubstantiated narratives in an attempt to ruin my reputation. And there are plenty of stories of people who have been overnight amateur investigators when they're nothing but small-time hooligans. Over the past 3 months, friends have become enemies, and enemies have become friends. And you're showing your brain right now. To the supervisor.
She hot over there. I think her name is Miss Mary. She hot over there about him talking about damn Jedediah. Now listen, I ain't got no problem with Jed. They called the man here. All right. We not forget that they called that man here. If I'm not mistaken, somebody on Dalton trustee side, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, and called him down. Now he involved in court cases because of various people in the administration. That's crazy. And that man talking about, Guard is talking about what people looking through his stuff, trying to find out what the hell it is that he was doing. Child, did I mess up again? Child, I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up again. But trying to sit up here and like try to defame people. This is where we are right now with this mess. It's turning weird and crazy to me. People don't have to support Tiffany, and people don't have to support Kamala, and people don't have to support Trump. People be letting this daggone politics shit go too damn far. And at the end of the day, once whoever is elected, maybe not in Dalton's case, but once everybody's elected, everybody gonna go on about their business till the next 4 years anyway, because most of y'all, not y'all, but most of y'all ain't even involved in politics on any type of time except for every 4 damn years. You probably don't even know who your insurance commissioners are, your sheriffs, your child, I can't even think right now. Any of the other elected positions that you're supposed to take, your House of Representatives or anything like that. But you're going to allow yourself to get so incensed and just disrespect your colors, allowing each other to sit up here and disrespect each other. Ain't that what Big Tiff said? How dare you disrespect a Black woman? Y'all all in when it comes to somebody that don't believe the same thing that you believe. How does that work? But we supposed to have this unadulterated loyalty to each other, and if not, you get attacked. It really is no different than what the hell Roland Joy, DL, and Ricky are doing. And I'm just saying, fuck all of y'all. Not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. No one is gonna ever bully me. Fuck y'all, I don't care, okay? So I say all that to say, this is not right. I don't care who the fuck these people are. There's a lot more people that are wrong besides Tiffany. There's a lot more people that are wrong besides Leotis and Keith Price and Keith Freeman and all the rest of them. It's more than them. But people want to act like they don't want to see that. And that's another reason why Black people can't get nowhere and got all the issues that they do, because they can't see through the damn forest. Just because you like someone don't mean that they right. They still can be wrong. And if you're not going to call it out, or you're going to put yourself in the same damn situation, then you deserve what the hell it is that you get. That's all I'm saying. I know they mad at me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I promise you I don't. I don't have to live there. But what I'm saying at the end of the day is that maybe you would want to evaluate how it is you're making these determinations to make sure that you don't get back into the same situation again. None of this is about who you like. When it comes to politics, it ain't ever about who you like. Oh, I like him. Fuck that. What you gonna do for me is the bottom damn line. Are you going to do something that's gonna benefit me and mine? Or are you gonna do something that's gonna hurt me and mine at the end of the daggone day? Child, but what the hell do I know? But the disrespect, let this man speak, right? These are the speakers. These are the citizens. These are the residents. They should be able to speak. It's one thing when you give Tiff a hard time because she crazy. All right. We already know she crazy and she batshit crazy, child. But just because you don't agree, you got the right and the reason to come out here and come at these people because they're not saying what you want. That's no different than what Big Tiff and her gang are doing. It's the exact same thing. I don't understand why people can't see it. Just because it's you? Anyway.
Abolish the township in the state. And if this type of government that the Thornton Township is going to have from this point on, then what's to stand in their way? If we keep this up, they will come and burn it down.
And that's the end of that. So good luck to that man, because he got to live there. Everybody always is like, well, we got to live here. Y'all don't know we got to live here. You absolutely right. And he got to live there too. And all them other damn people got to live there. Child, I feel like nobody's coming up with a plan. Like a real plan, like an A, B, and C, D plan on what y'all gonna do. Just put in who you like, child. I like them, so put them in there. All right, y'all. Sure. Shit, whatever you say. Anyway, we still gonna be watching. All right. People be mad, they be mad. We are invested in this mess. But that's it. That's all. That was plenty, y'all. We 2.5 hours in on this, on the recap, child. And not a news program got 2 seconds to say. I tell you, but people be mad at YouTubers. All right. Anyway, shout out to everybody who was here tonight. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to everybody that donated. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all my channel members and all the mods. Thank you so much for everything that you'll be doing. All right. I'm done till Saturday, y'all. I need a break. I need a break from everything. Maybe Saturday we will do Obama's from the DNC and Kamala, because I just don't have the energy. I'm about to get into bed. And Clinton is tonight. I'm gonna go watch him though. I'm gonna watch Clinton, child. And maybe we can just recap them on Saturday. All right, to catch up on that. All right, y'all. I appreciate you. No outro tonight. I is tired. All right. So I will see you all in the next one.